stress.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee, this is JLeesCorner. This is my surprise review, honey, for 90 Day Fiance Happily Ever After. I'm going to try to fully review the whole season, but we shall see if anybody even watches this review. Okay, this will be a live premiere coming on Tuesday afternoon. So thank y'all for tuning in. But first things first, if you have not done so already, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel to become a whole JayBird, dun, and all that goodness and stuff. Okay, do not forget to also like this video, please, and thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, because liking it helps YouTube share it. Okay, they share, recommend us when y'all like the video. So thank you for liking it already. Okay, do not forget to also to relax, okay? To relax, to relate, to release, to center yourself and everyone around you. You can also remember to inhale and to exhale because that helps you not want to punch nobody in the face, okay? It helps you just relax a little bit and whatnot. You can also follow me on my social media at J_Lees_corner. It's right there. Okay, ID Twitter right there is also in the description box of every single video. So yes, we are back for a whole another season. This is season 6, episode 1. We have 7 couples this season. At least they showed us 7 couples in the preview. They could add 13 more couples. They always have so many couples on here, but whatever. I did not watch whatever season that just ended. I did not watch it. I reviewed maybe 2 episodes and then I let that shit go because I was like, it's team too much. But I'm going to try to be here again for this show in particular. Now, the 7 couples is Jovi and Yara, who I found out got married and she's pregnant. Tiffany and Ronald, who were from, I think, The Other Way. Kailani and Asuelu, Mike and Natalie, who was just on the last season that just ended, what, a week or 2 ago? Maybe yesterday. I don't know. Brandon and Julie, who were also on the last season that just ended. We also have Angela and Michael, who have been on 18,765 seasons of this damn show, and they still ain't together in the same country. And then we also have Elizabeth and Andre. I don't know why we still watching Elizabeth and Andre. I guess we got nothing else to do, whatever. But I'm like, I'm tired of seeing these same people. Give me some more people who are happily ever after. Okay, but first things we'll go with Michael and Angela. Okay, boom, pow, pow, they right here. Y'all know I don't like her. Y'all know I do not like Angela. She is aggravating. She is annoying. She gets on my nerves. I be wanting to triple down the stairs, but I'm like, get out my face, old lady. Okay, so she's 54. Michael's 32. Okay, they still now they're married. They got married in Nigeria, but they're still waiting on him to be able to come over the States. And I was like, I need y'all to wait until he's approved to come here to have them on any kind of storyline because it's COVID times. They can't go visit each other. Why are we following them? For what? They not even happily ever after right now. Leave me alone with these two. Don't want it, not today, okay? Anyway, she lived in the house. Well, her daughter lives with her. Her also her 6 grandkids. So it's her. It's her daughter, and the 6 grandkids who are out. It's the Rainbow Coalition. Okay, it's a lot of mixing and matching going on around here, but those are the 6 grandkids that she helps take care of. Boom, pow, pow. Okay, now I'm tired of their story because it's the same old, same old. A lot of this episode was spent on recapping or rehashing or revisiting what each couple had been through over the time of them forever being on the show and then kind of what they're currently doing. So this would not be the longer review. I'm assuming maybe episode 3 will probably get into the nooks and crannies of what's going on. So they have not seen each other in 7 months because, again, COVID, and she's unhappy that she's not seen her man in 7 months. Now this season is gonna be about her getting gastric bypass surgery. She said she's gained weight over COVID, or she's gained weight over time because she's an old woman now, whatever, and she wants to lose weight because she wants to be smaller for herself and for Michael. Michael don't want her to have the surgery. Now I'm looking like, girl, but as she says, she is uncomfortable with the weight she's gained, and so she wants to try to lose the weight or surgery the weight away. Okay, anyway, so I'm like, fine, fine, fine. We see Michael in Nigeria. I'm not gonna do his accent how I usually do, but I'm sorry if it comes up sometimes. But I'm talking, I'm not trying to be offensive. Okay, so he's in Nigeria, bringing up how, Angela, girls, yeah, that's a see. He's saying that Angela is the love of his life, okay? It was love at first sight because she has big boobs. I'm looking like, but isn't there a lot of women in your own country with big boobs? That's your age? I mean, you picked the one older white woman with big boobs. I don't know. Anyway, he brings up how, he still thinks that Angela, who was 54, he's 32. Is he 32? Yes, he's 32. She's 54. He is 32. And he said he still thinks that his 54-year-old wife, who don't have no eggs in her basket, will give him a child. I mean, unless she kidnaps a baby from a hospital as her own child. She can't get, what I'm saying? Y'all will have to either adopt or surrogate. That's the most she can do. And she don't have no eggs. Okay? She can't give you a baby. Don't mean y'all can't be parents, but she herself cannot physically, hereditarily, or any way in her own being give you a baby. I need you to accept that because that's the truth of it all, or whatever. And I'm like, you a fool if you feel like she can. I don't know. Michael's a little bit dumb. He's a little bit dumb. Now we see him talking to his aunt, there in Nigeria, who also thinks Angela can give him a baby. I'm like, but you a whole woman. You a whole woman. You should know at 54 with no eggs, she can't get that man no children. Not of her own womb. That ain't gonna happen, okay? Anyway, they both feel like, I'm saying, she should not be having the surgery because of her age. And people her age, she could pass away. She could die, okay? And they feel like maybe she's having the surgery because she wants to look sexy. Now she brought up how because Michael is younger, he still looks young. She's only getting older, and so she wants to look a little bit younger, being smaller. Okay, that's fine if you think so. Anyway, the aunt asked her, well, why would she spend money on the surgery to look, to lose weight, but not spend the money on something to help y'all get a kid? Looking like, oh, you mean surrogacy? Because there's nothing that unless she has a uterus transplant, and with that uterus comes some free eggs, there's no surgery she can have to give him children. Okay? Well, leave it be. And again, aren't there some Nigerian women in your country who can give you babies and who can be there with you all the time? Leave it be. Now, he like, I just feel like if she can't give me a kid, then I would divorce her, even though I love her so much. We'll get to divorcing because she is not going to birth any babies for you, especially not the fact that she's now having surgery. So she's not going to get pregnant anytime soon. No one goes and has gastric bypass surgery or just whatever. She is a gastric bypass, maybe it's a sleeve, but no one has a weight loss surgery in their in their mid 50s to then get pregnant later on. That's not real life. But Michael, be smart. Michael and his auntie, because auntie, who sometimes has all the sense God gave her, should know Angela ain't gonna do that. Okay. Now when Angela Michael talk again, he's still against her doing that or whatever. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. You know what I'm saying? But shit, I'm gonna do it anyway. I want to have it done. Boom, pow, pow. And she brings about he don't know how much I'm sacrificing to do this to be a better looking person for him, even though he's happy with how she looks. He met you that way, okay? But again, as she said, she's unhappy. So it's fine for her to have her own good. Boom, pow, pow. Now she's going to California because she stays in Georgia. And she has to go to California to have the surgery done. Now she's on a liquid diet. People don't know all of the ins and outs that comes with that. A couple of my friends had that done. It is life changing. in good and bad ways. You don't even recognize the lifelong commitment would take and what your whole body has to then go through to sustain that surgery that goes through your body or whatever. And so she gonna have it. But yeah, she has to be on an all liquid diet. She has to stop smoking, and she's a smoker, a heavy smoker. But again, on the ride to the doctor's office, she tells the nurse people, "Yeah, I stopped smoking." They told her, "Have you been smoking?" No. Mm-mm. You smoked a cigarette outside the airport that day. We just seen you smoking and puff passing. And then said, "Well, okay, well, don't be. You can't smoke because if you smoke, it would prevent your body from fully healing from the surgery. You can't do that. Okay? Have you been on the liquid diet, not ate no foods?" Well, yes, but this morning I was hungry, so I had a little bit of eggs, a little bit of grits, a little bit of salt. I'm like, that's a lot of bits. That's a lot of little bits. There's a lot of little bits. She's not following the directions before the surgery. She's not gonna follow them after. Okay, yeah. Look, it's a commitment. My friend damn near died from the surgery. Okay, that shit is serious. That's why I'm not gonna have it. Anyway, but again, she like, I'm gonna have to do this or whatever. I'm gonna have to. I'm not, you haven't even changed your habits before the surgery, which could kill you. And then not only that, after having the surgery, she don't realize once you lose the weight and have all the loose skin, you then have to have skin removal surgery. Can you afford that? I'm gonna leave that be. That's all we had with them two people. Okay, we then have Mike and Natalie. They are one of the reasons I stopped watching the last season they were on because they were getting on my damn nerves. And I believe the clips that we've seen, a lot of more bullshit happened once she was here in the States with him. I don't know why they together. I feel like they bored, ain't nothing else to do. They ain't got no jobs. So let's bullshit around on TLC. I don't know. Anyway, despite them being batshit crazy, both of them have issues. He do and so does she. Okay, they both is on some bullshit at one point or the other. I see his mama was also involved with the bullshit of it all. His mama seems to not really like her too much, and it seems as if he lets his mom, sway him in one way or the other. And again, I don't fully know because I didn't watch it, but I'm leave that be. And they fought all the time. She was upset about something. It was a back and forth thing or whatever. So they was fighting and fussing the whole time. Even when she came here for 3 months, they were still fighting and fussing the whole time. And Mike called off the wedding on the wedding day. Okay, yeah. Now, despite all of that, they still got married. Okay, they've been married now for 6 months. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. Until she says that, when they were engaged the first time, they were no longer engaged. She gave the ring back or he took it back. Either way it go, he had the engagement ring. Um, they got married. He did not give her the ring back. Did he pawn it? Did he return it? Why did you not get, y'all got married? How did you not give her the ring? How did you not put a ring on her finger at the wedding? So, because he did not put a ring on her finger at the wedding, she went out and bought her own ring. And it cost $3. It's three. One, two, three. Uno, dos, tres. $3, okay, from a little, store that sells stones and flowers or whatever. I don't know, but it cost $3. Okay, I'm looking like, I mean, that's fine. You could have, but she ain't got no money. She had no job. So I guess $3 to her, maybe 1,000 to me. I'm not sure. So he don't wear a ring at all. So she has a little, fakey type stone ring. He don't wear shit. And I'm like, well, that's not good. But she wants him to wear a ring because she wants it to feel as if he is committed to her by wearing a wedding ring. He feel like, well, I think, me marrying her should be enough. Okay, she should not want me to have to wear one because it's just a piece of jewelry. Sir, some women Feel as if the ring is a part of the commitment, a part of the marriage, a part of the wedding. Give her that, okay? You done been batshit crazy together. Get her a damn ring. Stop fussing so much. It's like they both like to pick at each other to drive the other one crazy. I know she want me to wear a wedding ring, but I ain't gonna wear it. The fuck out of here. Anyway, so they go to the same store that she went to get her little $3 ring, a Stargate store that has energies and crystals and dream catchers and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Some whatever. Anyway, so because she wants to get him a ring that matches her ring. So he brings up how me wearing a ring would not fix our issues, but I guess it's fine. It's not fine, sir. And if wearing a ring would not fix our issues, then neither would get married. So why y'all get married? If the ring won't fix the issues, neither will a marriage. Why marry someone when you know y'all be beefing all the time and there are a lot of issues? Fix the issues first before getting married. Okay, you don't want to buy a car with no tires and try to drive to work. Don't make no. You can't get there. You ain't got no tires. Okay. Anyway, so they not have matching $3 rings. Fine, fine, fine. Now also he doesn't believe in God. And she's a Orthodox Christian, I believe is what it is. Now he believes in higher energy power. He believes in aliens and space stuff shit. People have to believe in something. I'm not going to negate that is what it is. So we do find out that they're going to spend some time with his mom, which she not too happy about because again, the mama on the wedding day asked his neighbor, who I'm assuming was a witness, the mama called the neighbor and asked the neighbor, when the people ask you, does anybody object? I need you to get up for me and object because I object to that shit, even though I'm not there. I need you to object for me. And I was like, who the fuck calls a neighbor of their son to ask that person to object at the son's wedding because they can't make it? Now, thank God the dang on lady Lynn said, you know what? I can't do that. I can't do that. So now they're married. I'm looking like, girl, foolishness. Foolishness, okay? Now make sure that you have already liked my video. If you have not did it, do it now. I mean your moment. Like it, like it, like it. Thank you. Okay. Anyway, next up we have aggravating as Elizabeth and Andre. I don't know why they back either. I don't. I have never liked Andre. He's not as horrible of an abusive asshole as I thought he was the first time I seen him, but he's still an asshole nonetheless. Okay, he's still an entitled ass man, and he acts that way because his wife allows him to do that. Okay, I'm like, what the fuck? Now she's 30, he's 34. And because how old is Mike and that lady? Mike and Natalie are she's 36 and he's 35. Okay, I could not remember the ages of those two. Now with these two, 30-year-old Elizabeth, 34-year-old Andre, they have been now married for 3 years. So I'm looking like, whoop, it lasted longer than I thought it would. They always been messy because her family don't really like don't really like him, and he's a lazy slobbing asshole and whatnot. Okay, now Andre now has his real estate license, so now he wants to flip and sell houses. He looks like the mobster who would sell you your own house and threaten to kill you if you don't buy it. That is the aura he gave off. You don't seem I'm not buying no house from anyone who looks like they may be a murderer. Okay, he looks like in the movies when they say it's a Russian hit, it's him. He's the Russian hitter. I'm not buying a house from the Russian hitter. I'm not gonna do it anyway. But at least he's working now. I mean, he hasn't made any money from it. He hasn't sold a house. But I mean, he has a license, meaning he spent money to get the license, and let's hope he can actually sell some houses or whatever. So Elizabeth is just happy that he's doing something rather than the nothing he's always done. Okay, and now it was him, Elizabeth, her sister, and her sister's husband or whatever. And now Elizabeth and all her siblings work with her dad at the dad's business because he does real estate, he has property management or whatever. So they're all working with dad. So they're all sucking from the teat of their father. Okay, none of them have, and that's not bad. Okay, when dad has a company, you want your kids to know the ins and outs and work for you. It makes sense, okay? But anyway, Andre wants to go to her dad to ask him to give him $100,000 to start his own real estate company. Yes, he literally said his own mouth. I want to go to your daddy and ask him for $100,000 solely based on the fact that I have a license to sell houses. I haven't sold any houses. I don't know. I haven't made a commission. I haven't listed shit. I haven't done anything with the license. But I want your daddy to give me 100K to sell a house. No, to buy a house and to flip a house. Okay. Now her and the sister's like, what the fuck? He in a bank. You can't be using our dad. No one will be okay with you asking daddy for 100 grand. You know, our other sister and our brother, who he still beefed out with from their Moldovan wedding, where craziness ensued, and the brother told him, "Don't be using my dad for money, you fucker." The brother got drunk at the wedding and went off. Okay, boom, pow, pow. Anyway, so they haven't spoken since the wedding, and that was however long, I mean, months ago, or however long ago. But they all work with dad. So like they not gonna be happy about this shit or whatever. And I'm like, why y'all upset? As if Andre don't always do shit and then ask the daddy to pay for it, and he always do. The daddy paid for the fucking Moldovan wedding. Okay. Anyway, so they're like, you haven't even talked to our brother. You haven't even got any experience selling houses. How do you think this gonna go off? It's not gonna go well. It's not. And we then see later on he goes and meets with Daddy Chuck. Okay, her daddy or whatever. He then, I want to have a nice life. I want to, get, rich. I want to be this and I want to be that. I want to support her. Blah, 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 blah. And I want to, I got my license now. And so I want to start my own place or whatever. I want you to do that. I had wanted you to come work for me, but you didn't want to. Andre then said, well, you know what? I don't want to work for you. Okay. I came here to ask you to loan me 100 grand to flip a house that I can then sell and then work on my own. He's like, you want to borrow $100,000 from me? He's like, well, yeah. The fact that he said yes, as if he said, I need to borrow five grand to pay off this. What, $100,000 loan from your father-in-law? I don't know how much money the father-in-law has. I'm assuming they're well off, but not rich because they all still working. And once you get to a certain level of having money, you're not really working from paycheck to paycheck. Okay, so my thing is he probably just has money available to he got a savings and a checkings whatever, and whatnot. But I don't think the daddy has an extra 100K just sitting around to give Andre to possibly flip a house, okay? And Chuck said, no, not giving you no fucking, I'm not giving you no 100 grand. Hell no. Get out of my face, okay? He brings up, I can't believe he asked me for 100K. Like I'm like, I say, but again, y'all allow him to feel like he has the right to do this shit. That's why he does it. Not nan man I've ever dated would have the balls to ask my parents, can they borrow money? No, make your own way, bruh. And not you should have went to the daddy. You know what? I need to learn from you. Can I learn from you for free? Yes, can I follow you around and learn shit for free? That's a good trade off. Okay, I want to learn from you to build my own business or whatever, and then boom, pow, pow, and whatnot. Okay, but you're like, you know what? I don't. I can't loan you shit because you don't know nothing. Okay, you don't have any experience flipping houses. You have not learned the business from the ground up at all, and you have never even worked hard for anything in the past 3 years that we've known you. You ain't did shit. But I'll let you work with me. And down the road, if I see you've learned shit right, I'll consider setting you up with a business that you want for the flipping up, whatever you say. But you have to learn the business first. Andre, who don't have a pot, a window, he barely had piss to put in the pot to throw out the window. He then say, "Well, I'm willing to work for you as long as you will give me the money later." I'm looking like, white people. I mean, just the audacity of it all. I'm like, whatever. But again, he do tell Honor that's fine, but I have to also talk about this with the family because we're a family business and I work with my son. You know what I'm saying? Working with me means working with them. Okay, boom, pow, pow. This is going to be a shit show, and I'm going to wait to see it with my own eyes. Brandon and Julia, who were also on last season's newbies. She's from, is it the Ukraine? Is it Russia? Honey, somewhere over there, whatever. And, his parents were crazy. Like, they baby him too much. They treat him like a child, even though Brandon, I think, is he 28? Brandon is 28 and she is 27. She's from Russia. Okay, he lives, is it Virginia? I think so. I don't really care. But she came here on the farm with him. She was mad. She had to like milk the cows and feed the chickens and pluck the ducks. I don't know what they do on farms. Anyway, but she was not happy at first because the parents did not want them to sleeping in the same room, even though they were engaged. So at first, she's like, I don't like it here. I am upset. I don't want here taking care of the animals or whatever. I also do not want to not be in a room with my fiance the whole 3 months I'm here. If I can't be in this room, I'm leaving. Okay. Which made Brandon tell his parents, I'm gonna move off the farm. I'm gonna move because my wife or fiance this time, my fiance is not happy what's going on. So I'm gonna leave. Which made his mom cry, oh no, not my baby, not my okay. Y'all can shack up in the bed or whatever. It can be fine. My thing is my son is 28 and he has a fiance. I don't have time to worry about they fucking. They fucking. Okay, even if they do not sleep in the same bed, they're gonna fuck. Okay, leave it at that. Anyway, but they got married. They are still living with his parents. His parents are still overbearing and just baby him. And they like, we're gonna move eventually. We can't move just yet. So they're going on a little trip to Vegas. They have either she has not been in Vegas before. I've seen it in movies. She's all happy because in the movies, Vegas is amazing. And I'm like, boy, back. Now, Brendan is in debt. Okay, he got in debt by dating her because he was flying back and forth to see her and flying around to have the families meet. He spent all his exterminator money on her. Okay, but as he said, I got a new job. It pays more money. I'm working less hours. I'm like, are you a drug dealer? I think he sells drugs. Anyway, so again, he's happy to be more stable financially or whatever. So he's going to be going to eventually buy a house or an apartment. Well, right now we got to stay here. But again, we can do things and whatnot. So they want to go to Vegas. Now his parents that's like, oh my God, have fun. Don't have too much fun. Call me when you get there. Call. I'm like, leave him alone. Okay, leave him be. Let him grow. Let him put his penis in a vagina and enjoy it without you on his neck about what he's doing. Anyway, they go to Vegas. Okay, and they also feel as if since he got with her, he's very submissive to her. Whatever she wants, he does. That's what most husbands do in the beginning. Okay. Don't say that. Anyway, they get to Vegas and everything, and she wants to stay in Vegas. She wants to stay in Vegas, like stay forever and ever and ever. I'm like, don't do that. Mm-mm. And it's like she doesn't get how expensive Vegas is. She don't work. She don't know. She don't care. So he like, we can't do that. It costs money. It's not that easy. And excuse me, I can't just uproot my job. I'll have to apply for a different license here. Whatever he does, he requires a license for it. So I would have to do that. That's it's too much right now to do all that. You can't think of this as like, oh, fun, fun, fun. Unless you want to spend the money that you have here. If you have any money, let's use your savings. No, you're broke. We're gonna go back to Virginia. Leave me be, leave me be. I feel as if she really thinks like, okay, easy breezy, beautiful. It's like, no, sister, you have to wait, make money to earn enough money to live in Vegas. And that's he say like Vegas it's a casino capital. That's really what it is. Everyone isn't made to live in Vegas. Visiting, yes. but everyone does not need to live there. She don't need to live in Vegas. She would go. I'm stop. Move on. Anyway, and then lastly we have Kailani and Asuelu. She's 32. He is 25. They have two children. She met him over there on vacation. Got pregnant real quick. Brought him back here after the first baby was born. By the wedding, she was pregnant again. So they have two children. Now they do not get along that well. They're always fighting because him adapting to, living in Samoa to coming here to the States, he has not adjusted well just yet. He's 25, he acts 13. And he's just not responsible yet, or at least he wasn't the first two seasons we saw him. And we see them looking for a new place for them and the boys. The fact that Asuelu was on that bed jumped, I'm like, he's gonna break that damn bed, break it in half. And they can't afford the house they looking at, but they want to move somewhere because again they stay with her parents. So it's her husband, her two children, her mom, and her daddy. Okay, and it has always been a point of contention. Now it got worse last season when we included his family, who are money hungry vultures. His mama and his sister. Horrible people. Horrible people. I'm like, that is bad. Oh, that's bad. But their marriage had issues before his family got involved. Both of their families get involved in different ways. Her family helps them a lot, so it's hard to say how they don't have a say. At the same time, you need to let them be a married couple, and his family feel as if she blocks him from giving them money that they don't have because he worked like a part-time job at like a gas. I'm like, he work at a gas station. He making what, $5 an hour? Leave that man be. Anyway, but he's now driving Lyft and or Uber, some kind of thing and whatnot. And so as he said, they're doing better financially, and so they can get a place of their own and once they find somewhere suitable. Okay. Now I'm looking like, I think if we're on our own, I can have a sense of peace because again, when they want to fuss in private, because when couples fuss, because couples fuss, let's not act like they don't. But it's hard to fuss with your spouse and their parents is there and their parents never say so, and they say so would never be in your favor. Okay, they will basically defend their daughter. So he wants to be able to fuss in private, and I think she do too. I think she just thinks it's easier to be there with her family because again they help. But I do think she wants to be her own with him, and that way their issues will not be so loud to her family. She can just suffer in silence, basically. Now they also both, no, not they both, but we see her talking to her sister, and the sister brings up how my lease is going to be up. In like a month or whatever time it's going to be. And my lease is up, I want to come stay there for a month. Okay, to spend time with you and the kids. And I was like, oh, someone wants them two to get divorced because the only reason the sister will come there for a month, that's going to push a divorce forward quickly. The sister, you would think, I have your divorce party planned already. So when it happens, let me know. You should not joke about divorces, but as Kailani said, she has talked about divorce a few times, all the time with Asuelu and her family too. It's a mess. It's a whole mess, and I'm here for it. I'm here for it. So I hope you guys enjoy. Do not forget to like this video. Again, it was a 2-hour thing. I got it done in less 30 minutes. Well, no, about 30 minutes. But again, 2 hours broken down quickly. So I will talk to y'all later. Have a good day. Got it. Peace.